Hello guys and welcome back to the channel, and in today's tutorial I'll be showing you how to use Trello for project management beginner's guide 2025. So guys, welcome back to the channel and let's get into it. How can you actually use Trello for project management? So you need a simple way to organize your projects and tasks. Trello is one of the easiest project management tools out there. In this quick beginner's guide, I'll show you how to use it, like how to actually make use of Trello. We'll cover boards, lists, cards, and how to track progress. So simply head over to Trello.com and simply sign up. That's the first thing you're doing. Go to Trello.com, sign up. The free plan works for beginners. Just go with the free plan. And then once you're there, go ahead and click on create. So you have to create a board actually. You can create a board, you can create a workspace. There's a lot to do on Trello. Actually, there's actually a lot. It's made by Atlassian, that's the company. But we're just going to be focusing on Trello itself. So where we have create at the top right, click on create here, and you can create a board or you can start with a template. So there's the option to start with a template. There's the option to create a board. So click on create a board, and then you can now give the board a title. You can give it a background just from this little section here. And then the visibility, you could set it to workspace, so only members of the community, or you could set it to public, which is anyone on the internet. And then private, only board members can see the board. So any of these options work for any use case you have. And then you can also, like I said, you could also start with a template. I would have loved to show that, but let's just go with creating a board without a template. So let's give it a different color and just call it, and then click on create. So we set it to workspace, but like I said, you could just set it to public. So yes, make the board public and then click on this. All right, so we have the to do, we have doing, and we have done. These are all lists. They are called lists. So you can simply add a card to a list and then move it over to the other side. So let's just go ahead and click on add a card. You can give it a title or paste a link. Let's just go with this. And now you can now drag and hold or double click to access the card. You can see your name. Once you've created your account, you can see your name. You can add a label. You can add a date that you need it done. You can add a checklist for this card. You can open members. So you can have members on your board who would be assigned this task to help with your workflow. And like I said, you can simply move this from the to-do list to the doing and then to done. And then you can add another list for maybe payments. And then where we have share, this is where you simply share your board with other members. You can also do an invite. So you can share this board with the link. So you can give them a link to the board, or you can add them via their email addresses. All right. So another thing we have here is besides adding the cards and adding the list is power-ups. So we have something known as power-ups on Trello. So Trello basically integrate extra features that they call power-ups. We have the calendar view, so you can see all the due dates. When you click on the power-ups, let's go ahead and add a simple power-up. So in the featured power-ups, you can see all the power-ups that are either featured, enabled, made by Trello. They have different categories for them: analytics, automation, board utilities, communication, and collaboration. So one of the power-ups we have is pin card. You can pin cards to the top of the list so they never get lost. And then NAT chart by Placker. This is resource planning and extended timeline view all in one project. Okay. So these are the various power-ups. We have a lot of power-ups actually. We have card relationship for Trello. We have service deck. We have colorful budget, effortlessly categorize, visualize, and analyze your expenses. There's a whole lot of power-ups actually. And then this is for the visibility. So you can change the visibility, as I said earlier, from public to private or to only members. And then you can simply start the board, make it show at the top of your list of boards. You can filter cards. You can use this to search for various topics or cards in general, you can simply search from all dates to labels to activity, and even using keywords like even the name of the members who you assigned it to. And yeah, so another thing you can do is where we have planner and inbox. So your inbox, if you click on this option, you can receive messages from your workers on the inbox. So consolidate your to-dos, email it, say it, forward it, however it comes, get into Trello fast. So you can simply get your messages from your Slack. Once you've joined your Slack with your Trello account or you've linked them, you can get your messages in here, as well as from your team members. And I believe this is from your device and also from your email. So you can also share your thoughts on the inbox as well. You can add a card to the inbox, things of that nature. So you can use this for like a chat room. All right, so the next thing we have here, besides collaboration and notifications, collaboration is basically adding team members. I told you you could do that by clicking on the share, but we also have a couple of other features. When you click on these three dotted dots here, you can access a lot more, like the settings panel of your board. You can also upgrade your account. You can upgrade to add custom fields like drop downs, text fields, dates, and other stuff to your board. All right, so another thing you can do is you could also switch boards. So if you're a member on other boards, if you click on the switch board option, you can find all the boards you are a member to. You can also find different workspaces. You can find workspaces, you can find boards. You can easily click on this to simply switch over to the next board where you can simply fulfill your task and move your things around. So on a board that you do not own, there's a particular bit of limitation to the board. You can change some certain things. Maybe you can only change the backdrop, which is the wallpaper and things like that. You could also use the notifications to simply get some notifications. You could click on the create to simply either add to the board or create your own board or start with a template. All right, so we have the planner option here. The planner option is at the bottom of your screen on this little deck here. So with the planner, you can drag, drop, and get it done. It's basically kind of like going to connect you to your calendar, so it keeps you up to date and prepared to achieve your task. All right, so pro tip, make sure to use labels for priority. When you're labeling your work, let your workers know what they are getting into. The severity of the work is also important as well. Also batch similar task into one card with similar task into one checklist. So basically, if you're going to be preparing Gumroad videos or Canva videos, instead of having multiple cards, you could just have a checklist of them and things like that. And also, when you're done with your cards, you can go ahead and click on the list actions and simply go through and archive the entire list. So you can archive all the cards in the list or archive the list. You can even create a rule. You can set an automation. You can sort them. You can move your cards. You can copy your list. You can move the list. You can add a card. You can watch, I guess, and a lot more. So guys, that's basically everything. Comment down below if you have a question. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more content like this. Thank you.